Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, MBs. We are back. We are talking about yet again another Magic set. Can you believe we got 7 this year? And today, it's, as you can tell, Secrets of Strixhaven. So, if you haven't seen one of these videos before, and it's been a little bit since I've done one of these, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the art treatments that various cards have, and the products, and maybe a little extra knowledge that you may or may not know exists out there. So, hopefully, you find value in this. You agree that the cards look as good or as bad as I might think. And if not, let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that dumb stuff. You know what it is. It helps. And everybody tells you to do it. So, just do it one time for your boy, right? So, jumping in. First off, what I want to talk about is a little something that you might not know about. And it's this Strixhaven quiz here. So, if you're unaware, there are two color combinations, right? So, like red and white, and black and white, and blue and red, like those type of things that kind of go into the whole Strixhaven aesthetic, right? And they're broken up into colleges. So, something cool that I actually did right before this video was I took the Strixhaven quiz, as you can see here. You go to the Magic Wizard site, you go to Strixhaven Center, you jump into the pre-order area, and at one of the parts, and I'll attach this to the video in the description, there is a Strixhaven quiz that you can take that lets you know, depending on your options of certain questions that they give you, what color combination might fit you the best. Spoiler alert, it is going to be a little bit crucial once we get down to the end of this video. So, I went through and I ended up getting Silver Quill, and I didn't think that I would really get that. I thought I would have probably gotten the blue-green rather than the white-black, but hey, that's what the quiz says. Maybe that's what I'll end up playing in various Secrets of Strixhaven events, right? So, perfect. I got that out of the way. Make sure to check it out. Let me know what college did you end up in. And let's go into the reason why you clicked on this video. Collecting Secrets of Strixhaven. So every set has one of these. You can go to the Wizard site as soon as they're announced and get all the information that they have already publicly sent out. First off, let's look at the set symbols here. On the top left, you have the Secrets of Strixhaven standard symbol. So when you open up play packs and even most cards in a collector booster are going to have that. Then just to the right of it, you have the commander symbol. So collector boosters, or credit card boosters as we like to call them here, they'll have some of those cards baked into the packs for you. Or if you get the collector or commander decks, that will be the symbol that will be on all the cards that you get in that commander deck. Next up, something that just makes me love Strixhaven is that little scroll there. So what is that? That is the Mystical Archives expansion symbol, and they had that in previous Strixhaven sets, and my god, are the cards beautiful. We'll talk about them in a minute. And finally, you see this in every recent set. The little star with the pentagon around it is your special guest symbol. So that is cards that don't necessarily fit in the set or are from different parts of the universe, say Strixhaven, that weren't printed in the standard set or the commander set. They decided to throw them in the standard packs. Now, those are not standard legal. You can use them in pre-release, you can use them in draft, but they are not standard legal cards. I'm sure most of you know that, but just a refresher for everybody. So going down, like we said, we talked about our set symbols. And then we talked about legality of things. Play booster packs will have your mystical archives, your standards, and your special guests. They won't have commander cards. Can use them in draft and sealed events. Now let's look at the prices. So the prices haven't really changed too much based on The multiple sets and inflation and everything that goes on within the world recently, but play booster packs you're still looking at about 550 for those. Collector boosters 27, commander deck 50, which here's a little fun fact. Usually if you wait, you can pick up the commander decks on almost any set for about 35, 40 bucks probably a month or two after. Once everybody that really wants them has picked them up, you can grab them at Walmart, Targets, even your local game shop, because try to go to your local game shop before you go to any big box store. But just saying, there's an opportunity to get those for even cheaper than the MSRP. The bundles, those 58, your Codex bundle is going to be kind of like your Commander bundle from Avatar. There's 6 cards that you'll be able to have an opportunity to get 2 of them out of that bundle. Might be something that I'm interested in. Your draft night, that's it's not really worth it if you ask me, right? Obviously, unless like your local card shop has them priced differently per pack versus this, because in the last couple sets that they've had a draft night box, the draft night box is no cheaper or no more expensive than just buying the pack straight out. I think it comes with 2 collector boosters and then I forget, like a handful of play boosters that you can draft with your friends, right? So you're not gaining too much of an advantage there. If you got the money, go for the Codex bundle for sure. And then now they also have your welcome decks or your theme decks that are 60 card decks for 24 bucks. So what are we looking at? Omens of Chaos comes out April 7th, which at the time of recording, that's today. We'll talk about that. And then Full Card Gallery, April 10th, which would be this Friday. Pre-release events, the 17th through the 23rd. Most shops now kind of feels like they just do it on a Friday or a Saturday. They don't really do it the whole weekend. Regardless, there's that opportunity. The arena release is on the 21st. Tabletop, the official non-pre-release, 24th. Cool. Magic Academy, Standard Showdown, Friday Night Magic, all those things start the 24th, go through the 18th, basically when the next set comes out. Pro Tour and MagicCon Vegas, Commander parties, let's see, your Codex bundle releases on May 15th. So keep in mind, if you order one now, you pre-order one, it's not going to be at your card shop for the pre-release or even for the actual release. It's going to be something that you have to go and get later. Why do they do that? I don't know. It's not really something I'm for. Just release it all at the same time, but whatever. I think it's Hasbro trying to milk a little bit of extra money out of Magic players. But come on, just give me that and I'm more likely to buy it just at the pre-release than go and buy it someplace else or at another time. But that's my high horse. Anyways, that's a bunch of the dates. So here is the thing, the Omen of Chaos that releases today on the 7th, right? It's basically a graphic novel, talks about Strixhaven and the current setting in which we're in. Gives you a little bit more story behind it if you're a lore slash story nerd, which I tend to enjoy it. I still need to watch the episodes, but we'll see, or listen to them. And you get this nice little command tower within the Omen of Chaos book when you buy it, which is right in line with the Destroy All Humans graphic novels that were released in Japan. Then they released them in the United States, and you get a card in them. It's just a nice little +1 into, okay, I bought this, and yeah, I'm going to read it, but I get a little something else as a Magic player. Perfect. Then we go down, we have our booster fun goodness. So our headliner, our serialized card, that's what I'm looking for, is Emeritus of Ideation, and it's your typical out of 500. Nice looking card, not the cleanest that we've seen, but this falls right into my same complaint that I've had with other cards that have been like your headliner, your serialized card, is it's a brand new card. I don't know what the heck it does. I have a vague idea of what it does because I've looked at the cards a bunch. But if I pull that in a pack and I go to play it, I don't know what it does. I need to have my phone by me in order to actually know, okay, this card does this. Oh, and it has prepare on it. And there's an ancestral recall that I can cast. Oh my god, that's great. You think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. There is an ancestral recall on this card. But good, not great, but it's still going to be a card that people are going to spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for, easy, right? And that you can buy in your collector boosters. Wherever you got a credit card booster, you can get it. So Draft Night and the Codex bundle, as you see down at the bottom here. Next up, my favorite, Mystical Archive cards. Now, there's a lot of really powerful Mystical Archive cards that have been printed over the last couple years in Strixhaven. I've wanted to collect all of them, but not these guys. It'll make sense in a minute. But these are just kind of like bonus chase cards that you can get in packs. Where can you get them though? Play booster, collector booster, draft night, basically everything. Anything that has packs in it, you can go and end up pulling one of these with that nice little kind of like spellcasty old text border on it, and ooh, it looks beautiful. They are very nice artworks, but there's something that's a little bit better. These cards, the Japanese Mystical Archive Silver Scroll foil cards. Oh, they look so clean. And I understand you're like, well, you didn't like the headliner and the serialized card because there's no words on it. Well, can you speak Japanese? These are cards that have already been printed that are fairly well known, and if not, you at least have a general idea of what they do, right? So I think it's easier to justify not being able to understand these cards, but my gosh, look at the Vampiric Tutor. That's going to be your big boy card. I forget what card it was, maybe Diabolic Tutor or something like that in the last Mystical Archives Japanese print, but it's like $1,000 card now. At one point it was $200, and I was like, oh darn, I can't buy that. I should have bought it. I should have bought 1,000 of them. But that's going to be your card that you chase after. So a little bit of a information dump for you on these style of artwork cards. These are actually done by in a traditional Japanese art manner, and they're done by traditional Japanese artists. So this is perfect. I love this style. It fits right in with the set itself and the lore behind the set. Oh, so good, so good. So I had mentioned that there is a Silver Scroll foil, and these guys don't look like they're Silver Scroll. But Wizards, listen up. I have a complaint for you right now. Right down here. Here is your Silver Scroll foil. That's the Force of Will that we saw above. You can see that there's kind of like the silver foiling across the whole card. And I bet in person it looks really good. I bet in a digital render it looks really good. We didn't get any of that. We got this just picture that ended up getting rendered and put on the page. Now, for some people that might not be around very much or jump in and out of Magic here and there, what the heck does that even mean? What am I saying about a digital render? Well, when we had Aether Drift, you were able to see the chase cards and the yellow, gross, weird borders. You could actually move them digitally and see the foiling and how it was expected to move. They even released promo videos that showed the camera coming in from the side and coming up to the front and back up to the other side and then back up. Give me some of those when we have a new foiling treatment so I can get even more hyped about it. It looks great. It looks beautiful. This is going to be an insane chase, I think. But let me see it. Give me more hype for it right now. So Wizards, fix that. at least once. Once for every set. Give me that special foiling of whatever you're doing and show it to me in a digital render so I can play with it and have fun with it. Next up, we're bringing in Planeswalkers. We're bringing in Elder Dragons. We're bringing in lands, right? The lands are going to be crazy, right? These are commander lands, just easy, that are just baked into a standard set, right? Land enters tapped unless you control two or more other lands. That's not basic lands. It's just other lands. Great card. Now we have the Elder Dragons. So now we're kind of getting like a Tarkir vibe, right? Thinking Dragonstorm. These dragons are going to be sick too, right? Now we have affinity for creatures on Witherbloom. That's wild. And then we have, I think there are 3 Planeswalkers that I've seen to date. Um, yeah, Planeswalkers are looking sweet. They seem not too overpowered, but they're very close. They're very close. Just staring at this guy, I mean, being 1 tick away from an emblem seems bonkers. And it's in green, so you can do like a doubling season where it comes in with 10 counters. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem for sure. Um, but I like the styling. I like the extended art across the whole card. I think all 3 of these styles of card are going to be sweet. Are going to be um, maybe in some cases a little powerful. But you can grab these guys in any of the product. I forgot to talk about that up here. Your silver foil for your mystical tutors, collector products only, credit card boosters, and your other tutors, mystical archives. I'm sorry, not tutors. A red vampiric tutor, mystical archive cards, credit card booster only. Now these guys up here, you can get them in everything. Okay, so we circled back around. Now let's jump ahead again. We're having a good time. Also, return something that we've seen in multiple sets. Bloomborough, Avatar, I think there's 1 or 2 others that have popped up, is the Field Notes cards. I think these Field Note cards are pretty interesting. I think it's not a bad style, and it's a different way to bring additional artwork to the cards. So excited to have that back, and that comes in everything for you. So let me know what you think about the Field Notes returning, because I think this might be one of them that could be either way for people. They could be like, yeah, I hate it. It feels bad when I open this when I could have gotten, some other crazy style artwork. But I don't know. I don't know. I enjoy them. They feel good. And then looking at your Codex bundle promo cards, they only give us 2 here. But Talisman of Creativity, Soul Ring, okay, we're so surprised. A Commander-esque product has a Commander card in it. Okay, whatever. That comes out of your Codex bundle. I am curious to see more of what they put in it. I wonder if the Sylvan Library is going to be one of those cards, because that would be a pretty sweet card. That would be a sweet card to pull out. Oh, no, never mind. I forgot. Special guest. I lied. Scroll down a little bit more, Joe. But yeah, here's your special guest cards. Right? You have your Sylvan Library. You can get these in anything. Your special guest. There's 10 of them within the set. They didn't give us a list of all 10. I don't even know if all of them are released. Like I said, your final cards get released 3 days. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Now we have our different art cards. I'm going to be honest. These feel more like Avatar cards. At least the island, for sure. Like, the island looks like they're bending water and creating that symbol. I wonder if maybe it was an Avatar card at one point, and they were like, we don't really have a good thing for the other stuff. So let's save that for a different set. Because they've done that with the celestial planes that they used in Theros Beyond Death. those were actually supposed to be Battle Bond cards, the Battle Bond basics. So, wouldn't surprise me about that. I think the plains looks incredible. The island looks insane. Swamp, all right. Mountain, okay. Forest doesn't look bad. Forest doesn't look bad either. And you can get those in any sort of product. Next up, we're gonna do a quick hit on these products here. So you have your play booster. You know what's happening there. I think there's 4 chances to get rares out of the pack. Your possibility to get 4 rares in a pack. Um, I do like we got 3 completely different color packs with different people on them. It's a stupid thing, but it's just I don't know. I don't know why it does something in the weird part of my brain that feels good when I have different types of packs to choose from out of a play booster. Is there a different percentage for each one? No, they're all the same, but in my brain it makes it think that there's a different percentage for each one. So that's a nice little, something in there for the weirdos like myself. Um Here you go. Here's the percentages. If you want to dive in and look at the percentages to see how lucky or unlucky you might be when pulling a card, feel free to go to the Collecting Secrets of Strixhaven page on Wizards and take a gander at that. Next, we have the credit card booster box. Once again, percentages haven't really changed there. You can look at the Mystical Archive guys here. There is an uncommon slot for Mystical Archives. So we have 31%, 31% foil or non-foil. Then we also have the 31% for foil or 5% silver foil for the Mystical Japanese Archive card, which, yeah, I like those odds. That seems insane. And you get there's 2 slots there. There's 2 slots there. That seems awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna probably crack open a couple of those, depending on what the price is. But yeah, I think I could rip a few packs of credit card boosters just to see if I can get myself a little Japanese one. Um, Now let's see anything else interesting that pops out to us. There's a percentage to get it in your booster fun slots. Get it in your mythic or rare mystical archive slot right here. Um, yeah, yeah. Just one slot that you're going to get a mythic or a rare. Seems like guaranteed of a mystical archive. Just which one do you get? Traditional foil? Do you get the Japanese ones? Do you get the regular mystical archive card? Which, whatever. Um, so there you go. Well, there are those percentages. Then we can look at the commander decks really quick. The commander decks, the cards in them have been, I think, fully announced now. Saw a couple channels on YouTube actually putting out information about them. So be sure to go and check that out at your favorite Magic channel, or if I'm your favorite, then your second favorite Magic channel. Um, but yeah, I don't know. They all kind of seem pretty good. The Quandrix Unlimited is kind of calling to me because I got the Quandrix Quandary, I think it was called, the last time Strixhaven came around, and it's a doubling tokens type of deck. It's insane. It's so good. And it's out of the box, and I'm whooping people with their, more souped up decks. It's just such a great deck. I love it. So cheers and hopes for it to be that good again, potentially. Now we're going to dive into the bundles. These are $58 if you don't remember. You get this card guaranteed out of the bundle. So, I mean, it seems like a decent card, but ultimately, will go down in price because, I mean, everybody that buys a bundle gets that card guaranteed. Is it really that rare if you can just buy it to get one? I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing for singles, right? Same argument for singles. Next, let's look at the Codex bundle. Ooh, they do have all the cards released down here. We'll take a look at that. So the Codex bundle gives you 6 regular play packs and 2 collector boosters for $90. Um, yeah, that seems pretty good actually. Most places are going to sell your collector boosters for about 35 or $40 each. So look at that. That's about $70, and then another $30 in there. Yeah, you're probably right there. So you have the chance for a Soul Ring, Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Creativity, Talisman of Curiosity, Talisman of Hierarchy, and Talisman of Resistance. Those cards do nothing for me. I know that there is a place for talismans, but my god, do I hate them. Not hate them, but I don't care for them that much, right? And maybe that's me, but even I feel like if you play the talismans and you hold a good value to the talismans, I don't think they're the type of cards that you want to get out of a $90 super cool special promo pack, right? Could be wrong. Yell at me down below. Sure, I'll take the heat. I'll tank it. It's fine. And then we have our 60 card theme decks, which I mean, you just is what it is, right? 60 card decks. There's the theme on the box, Eerie, which is probably Blink, Life Gain, which is probably gaining life. And yeah, you just play with that deck straight from the go. Get you into a standard deck just right from the start. If you don't want to build one, you're unsure on how to build one, this is technically not a bad place to go. And you can also, I mean, buy a couple and play with your friends. That's more than fine too. Next up, the draft night that I talked about. Not maybe the best use of your money. About $60 in play boosters, and then you have good old $35 Strixhaven collector booster. I'm gonna say if you look at this and you go, oh, for $90 I can get the draft night, or I can pay for the individual packs from my shop, they're probably going to jack up the draft night. So it's at least even, if not costs a little bit more than just buying the regular packs. So is what it is. You do with that information what you will. Capitalism sucks, but hey, it makes the world go round, right? Whatever. Finally, I believe our last thing to talk about is pre-release. So when you go to a pre-release, and this is my bread and butter, I love doing pre-releases. Whether I do good, whether I do bad, I just have a good time. Before you go to the pre-release, I was talking about that test that you can take if you're not sure which one you want. You can go take that and try and get an idea. Oh, hey, that'd be cool if I did play that and I represented that college of Strixhaven. Um, like I said, I am mildly curious in this guy here, the Quandrix. I got the silver quill when I took the test, but also it depends on how your shop actually goes about doing the pre-release kits. So if you're worried about not getting one, I would ask your shop kind of how they go about it. If they just do a random lottery, if it's, hey, you have to keep picking until the box is empty, and if you wanted Lorehold and all that's left is Prismari, sucks to suck. You're stuck with Prismari. It doesn't mean that your pre-release isn't going to be good. It just means you're probably going to have less of the cards that you wanted going in, right? If you wanted that white black, you're probably getting a lot more red blue. It all depends on luck though. So have that conversation with your shop if you're super worried about it. I myself, I have ideas on ones that I want, but ultimately I'm going to play whatever they give me. It's more than fine. And we know how that works. You get 6 packs, 5 of them are play boosters, and because we are themed, you get 1 theme pack, you get your dice, you get the box. Traditional pre-release promo card, which, Wizards, we got to talk again. Why did you take away the cool stamp? Why did you take away the cool stamp? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta make it just a regular foil card? Come on now. Come on now, man. Give us a unique foiling. Give us the silver foiling on it, huh? Huh? Give us a bronze foiling. But our last item of the day. Now I'm pretty sure this is the last item. Is the welcome decks. So these are just decks. You know, you got a friend that's like, oh, I don't know, Magic seems kind of cool. I think I could dive into it. And you go, welcome, brother. Bah. Here's a welcome deck. Let's play. They're going to be a little bit easier on the mechanics. They're going to be single color, as you see. So that also makes it easier on the mechanics. And it's just going to be about learning and experiencing Magic for the cheapest, easiest, purest form, or you could even say, you know, the easiest form for somebody to really pick up, and then you suck them in and make them make a 5-color deck that wins a pre-release and also destroys your commander pod or something like that. So there you go, everybody. That is Secrets of Strixhaven, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you enough information. We're hitting just above 30 minutes. So, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you want, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. You can find me basically everywhere on at jnix or at jnix23, not at jnix nothing. At jnix23, I'm all over the place, even the places I hate. So you can check me out there, find either my spicy takes about politics or magic or video games or whatever. Anything that you want to hear come out of some strange nerd's mouth on the internet, yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Um, and also, I've been streaming on Twitch a bunch. Various games, mostly Warframe right now. But yeah, I'll do other games. If you have a game that you think I'd really like, we can talk about it. We can figure it out. Maybe I'll be able to purchase it and play it on stream at least a night for you and kind of see what it looks like. But yeah, I'm down for any recommendations or anything like that. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch y'all later. Love y'all. Be kind. Peace.